My neighbor's walking partner. Woo, there he is. I didn't check what time it is. 7 o'clock-ish. Because it's dusk. Might be 7:30. I just finished up. I worked on 7:26. I worked on one project this morning, and then I got it to a point that I was fine with, and then I tried to put the bottoms on, and it's irritating, and it pissed me off. And after I did one, and it came out, the bottoms are bigger than anyway, and it came out a little bit wonky, and so I got frustrated, and I did something easy. Got those all done, and that was a decent stopping point today. Jet, you need to remember that there's a ball over there so that it doesn't get hit with the mower. It's not too hot out here. It's a little sticky, but that's not bad. Today we went over and picked up our fruit. So I didn't take any pictures. I should. We got 1 box of pears. Cows don't like me. 1 box of pears, 1 box of apples. I don't know if it said what kind they were. 2 boxes of peaches and 2 boxes of blueberries. So that's 10 pounds of blueberries, 50 pounds of peaches, and then the other 2 boxes of pears and the apples I think were either 20 or 25 pounds a piece. So that is going to be, we were going to get started on those today, but the pears are pretty hard. So they're good, but they're just very crunchy. So they're not ripe, which means we cannot dehydrate them. We cannot make pear butter out of them. They would be gross. So we did not, I think Jet had a fresh peach. Was it good? Was it as good as the last one? So we just need to let them ripen just a little bit longer. Peaches will ripen outside of that. We were always told that pears would not. Jet. Okay. I thought it was a spider hanging there. We have like big old fly things.
Seed rot or whatever.
I don't know if you can even see it. But yeah, hit it. Stomp it. Okay, that's not helpful. But they're like this, about an inch and a half long. And they just kind of hover, almost like wood bees do. If you have carpenter bees anywhere near you, they like hover in front of their areas. That is it. The boys are in trying to put up some more insulation. They'll get it to halfway today. Well, on the other side of the room. So it's at half. Tomorrow we'll have to see, because one of the things that we have to do that's kind of a lot harder is to move the refrigerator and freezer forward. I do think that we put them on sliders, but I also just filled them up a little bit because we found a great deal of meat, or on meat, from Kroger last week when we were there. 2 weeks ago. And not that I bought a bunch, but I bought a bunch. And then today we stopped by Kroger and got a couple things because of course Walmart, meh, they were out of, I wish you could see them. Because it's against the background. You're not gonna be able to see. He's kind of hanging out right here. They were out of the raisin bread that we get, and we only buy Killer Dave's bread, and they have a raisin bread that is so good. I mean, that's the only store-bought brand that we buy. We do buy from a neighbor, and I will make my own when I get an oven. What else? I was trying to say earlier, we were always told that pears will not ripen off the tree, but I think that they will a little bit. Anyway, we have a pear tree, and we tried one year. Somebody had once said, or I read on the internet or something, that if you take the pears and freeze them, that they will not be grainy. Yeah, that doesn't work. You just get a lot of nasty. It's bad. Don't do it. So we'll probably, maybe Friday, Sunday, something. We'll be making, whenever they get ripe, I'll be cutting and making apple butter, peach butter, maybe some pear butter. I love dehydrated peaches. They are so yummy. We'll do some of that. I think what else? He froze some blueberries today. Those blueberries are great eating fresh. And then he froze some today so that we could make our crisp. So what we do is we take blueberries and peaches, and it's much nicer if you do it while the peaches are fresh. I might just make one, stick it in this oven and suck it up. Make it one early one morning, so if it heats up the house a little bit, it's not a big deal. But if we freeze peaches in slices, so you slice them up and put them individually on parchment paper covered tray, stick them in the freezer so they freeze individually, not in a big clump. And then blueberries, and we put them all in this big gallon Ziploc so that when later in life, when we want to make crisp, all we have to do is get out a Ziploc bag, put it in the pan. I do put a little bit of, we're supposed to add cornstarch to it so it makes kind of a syrupy, otherwise it's pretty runny. But I also, from this company, bought some arrowroot powder, and so I'm going to try it because I'm trying to get away from corn starches and GMO crap. Okay. Oh, I see one of them. Yeah, they're grazing in the field. Shoot them, eat them. They're not big enough to eat.
They're not in your field.
I can't believe that. Yeah, true. They're not in my field, so I can't shoot them.
I will run down there and chase them up here.
I cannot believe how tiny the deer are down in the great state of Tennessee, especially when you grow up in Iowa and you see bucks that are just massive with huge racks, and then down here you're like, oh, they shoot those? That's still a baby. But they just don't grow big. Why? They're not corn-fed in the South. We are corn-fed in Iowa. Oh, gracious. And tomorrow, I have a delivery from a sweet new company that I found. I don't know, maybe I'll see this one. He's hovering kind of right here. He moved. I tried. Anna and her husband Mark, I believe are their names, and they will be delivering a chicken subscription that we've started. It has some pork in it too, because I think I got bacon. I did not get sausage. Yeah, I know, but I know you can see the ones. Focus. Come here. You can see the ones that way too. They're all having a party. I met her at the opening of the Marshall County Seed Library a month ago. Anyway, and we had a couple vendors come, a couple local farmers come and have a table, tell us all about their place. And what the things that their farm does is this thing. I want to see it. They buzz really, really loud, and buzzing for some reason my brain doesn't like it. So they do subscriptions, and you can do kind of a box. So they have, I think, 4 different boxes that are pre-made that you can pick, and then they have a la carte items that you can also do. So what I did first is I just chose the a la carte and put a bunch of stuff in my cart. So we are trying bacon. I'm trying to decide if I got chicken breast or chicken tenders, one of the two. It's 2. I think I grabbed some whole chickens. Lord have mercy, what are the rest of it? Because I bought 10 things. So I bought 2 of each of those. Their hamburger, I wanted to try their hamburger. So 2 hamburger, 2 chickens, 2 chicken breasts. Lord have mercy. 3 bacon. Yeah. Anyway, so they're gonna come drop that off tomorrow. I'm super excited to have a nice, fresh, a local option. I also have another friend of mine that delivers meat to our area. He does pork and beef. And so I need to find his price list and, or, you know, what is available so I can order from them too. Right now, supermarket meat has just gotten so expensive. There's still one that we kind of like at Kroger that is half pork, half beef, and it's mixed together. It's only $3.50 a pound, which is nice. Yes, I understand it's not the highest quality, but I also feed 6 people, and sometimes 8 or 10, depending on who eats and who's here and who's whatever. So trying to do that and trying to do everything else. We don't eat out. Rarely. My husband and I went out, so the kids all went to a movie. Has it been 2 weeks? A couple weeks ago. And so then my husband and I did go to Applebee's. $67 before the tip for 2 people. It's insanity. That is absolute insanity. And again, it's like a once a year treat. So we did go. It was good. We get the wonton tacos, which we love. We make them at home. When we had a home, we made them at home. Past tense. I don't think we've made them since we've been here, because the marinade is not too crazy, but it's got 6 or 7 different things in it. And part of my problem, because I have several, part of it is that I wanted to get away from soy, so we don't do soy sauce and teriyaki sauce. So we did find a teriyaki sauce that we like, that of course has some soy in it, that we've been doing, but we've cut way back. So one of the book that I was telling you guys about yesterday that we were listening to talks a lot about one of the feed your body things was that you can eat soy and it's got some good properties. I just don't want, about 10 years ago, the world, the government, the whomever, they were on a kick about, adding soy to everything, and it's the new miracle cheapness. And I think that really negatively affected a lot of people because they overindulged in the soy. And so I just want to make sure that our family doesn't do that. So, ew! See, Jet. Okay, sorry. I just have to get it away from me. I can't do the buzzing. So we kind of went, I'm going to say a little overboard, and I'm not sure that's the right thing, but I've cut almost, we're almost to zero. We're probably only 5% soy. I mean, we're almost to zero. And that is only in things like chocolate chips have soy lectin in them. No, barbecue sauce has corn syrup in it, most of it. And ketchup, you got to be careful of ketchup too. But the teriyaki sauce, soy sauce, we do coconut amino acids, and it tastes a lot like soy. So I just need to take the time to make my own freaking teriyaki sauce, which is not complicated, but I also have nearly zero storage space. So it's easier, unfortunately, to buy one bottle of something at the store than it is to buy 6 bottles that you need to mix it all together to do that. We're gonna get there. It's one of those one step at a time kind of things. I'm telling you what. Ugh, they buzz me. Nope. They go away. You can hardly see them. And that brings us just to, don't. That's gross, dude. Why would you do that? Don't. I have no desire to wear your stinky hat. Yuck. toys. I'm telling you what. Back to just trying to organize our life when you have no space. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And trying to run a business when my workshop is completely torn apart right now. And we only have, Nicole just posted today, we only have 7 weeks left until SRF, which is throwing me into panic mode because I know that I need to, like, a couple things that I wanted to make for SRF, I have to buy some supplies for, and I think a couple of the supplies, take a couple weeks to get here. So we really got to figure out what we're taking. I really have to buy my booth. Might go do that tonight. I'm really trying to decide, like, we want to booth it, but then at the same time, we are also trying to, I want to send the kids to class, not just the kids, the boys. And so, trying to figure out the balance of how do you decide? You want to decide on the class learning? You want to decide, quit. You're being ridiculous. Decide on the booth fee. We probably can make that money back if we do the booth fee. We did make more money than that last October. We did not in the spring. And I am going to take a fighting pistol class at TAC Response in Camden. I should see if there's not one that weekend. Let me go look. But I need to buy some more mags because I think you have to have 4. And I think my gun only came with 1. It may have come with 2. But I need to grab some of those. And I still don't have a holster because I emailed the holster company and they did not email me back. So that also is something that I have to go do today. I think a good 50% of an adult's daily life, is just checking up on people and making sure that everybody, just like the doctor's office, they're okay if I give them my credit card and sign my name to my daughter's form. They're okay with taking money out of my account, but they're not okay with sending me the statement that tells me why they took the money out. It can only be sent to the patient. You sent the first one to me. Oh, weird. And that was not even the one that they took out of my account. They sent me a statement that had, there's our little frog dude. Oh, nope, I lied. They sent me a statement that had 1 payment on it. And it wasn't the one they paid out of my account. And so they're like, we have to send it to the patient. I said, good, send it to the patient. Put her name on it, send it to her address. They're like, no, we can't do that without her permission. For goodness sake, people, it's a damn statement. Send it to her house. I'm not asking you to send it to me. Well, they can't do that. So I had to have her go in and talk about it today. It just takes time. It takes more time than I have to deal with this crap on a daily basis. And we're going to figure out the menu. I did buy a piece of salmon today. It was brown sugar bourbon. I'm not sure if I'm going to like that. I'm not into really sweet stuff. But I was dying for a cookie today. I'm not even kidding. Didn't eat one. I really wanted one. But I'll just have a shake tonight. We are going to do barbecued pork burgers. As soon as we're done, we're going to make pork burgers and then have a chocolate shake. And I need to buy more protein powder because we've kind of spread it around. So now all of my children are eating my protein powder. And it's expensive. So all of those things gathered together, just kind of my world right now, trying to figure it all out, figure out how I can make enough money to do all of the things. I'm not going down the hill. Figure out how to make enough money to do all of the things. And of course, that's a constant struggle with everybody. I think I just heard this morning that they said that now compared to, I don't know if it was just 4 years ago or if it was just pre-COVID, whatever it was, but they were talking about how the average family needs $17,000 more a year just to live the same. That sucks. That's tough. During COVID and stuff like that, our life didn't really change, but I also didn't work out of the home. I worked at home. So again, my life didn't change much. I still work from home, praise Jesus. That way I can go pick up my fruit today if I need to.
You don't work from home on Wednesdays?
No. But it's I don't know. It's a whole bunch of struggle, a whole bunch of thoughts, and trying to climb out of the crap, the bullshit, trying to keep our head above water, and trying to plan. The biggest next thing is splitting our weekends. So one day on the weekend we work here trying to get the property ready to sell, and one day we spend over at the compound trying to get it ready to start building a shed. Once we get the shed built, we can kind of start moving stuff. I'm half tempted just to go get a storage shed in town for a little bit, but then that means we have to move everything twice, which also sucks. And you have to pay for the storage shed, which also sucks. But kind of at the point, we got to get something done. So that's where we are at. Hopefully I've got a person interested in a couple of our dogs, and that can be something that'll go. We're whittling down our chickens because chickens are fine. I don't really have a problem with them, but I don't need them. I can get eggs from work, thankfully, and ours are kind of freeloading at the moment anyway. And if we do actual meat chickens, then I will do a run of like Cornish crosses, and we'll just raise 25 and we'll butcher 25 and we'll be done with it. That'll be much easier than stringing this crap along and dicking with these guys. And then I think we're gonna, we come from Iowa, we really like pork. We like pigs, and we'll have a big kind of forested area. So hopefully there'll be enough room that they're not gonna tear up the world too much. And as long as you kind of keep them moving and occupied, they tend to root when they are bored or looking for a specific like mineral type of thing. We might actually do the KNF pig pens, because that would be something super easy too. But that also means then you're bringing all the food to them instead of them wandering and eating the food as they go. Choices. Anybody has any insight? Let me know.